Hi, my name is Harshit. I am currently pursuing my BTech in Vishnu Institute of Technology. Today we are discussing about basic concepts in JavaScript. The main fundamental concepts in JavaScript are objects, functions, variable declarations, and scopes. Importance of modules in JavaScript. First, we are discussing about objects in JavaScript. First, what is object? Objects are collection of key value pairs in JavaScripts where keys are strings or symbols and values can be of any type. So objects means collection of key value pairs and the values are stored of any type. Mm, the keys are strings. So to create object, there is a syntax. Object literal, create a variable name const person, and here name is a key and ls is a value, and a function. In this we are accessing through this keyword. And now object dot create means we should create object, and accessing and manipulating properties we access through dot notation or bracket. We can add through person. Person means object name dot key name is equals to what we want to add value. So to delete, the keyword delete will be used. Delete object name dot key name, and we can iterate through for loop. We are using let keyword, and there are nested objects and methods in JavaScript. Objects can contain other objects or arrays and methods. Here take an example, user object, and here there are keys and values. We take a function and we print that. So this is about basics of objects. And second one is functions. A function is a block of code that can be used many times. So functions can take say inputs and returns a value. The syntax for creating a function is function, function name, parameters, and code block return statement. And function declaration, we see that function always starts with function, function name, and in bracket parameters. We can return either a value or not. The function will works when we call it. So here we call function name, in brackets we will pass some arguments. Here we pass allies and it will return hello allies. So we will print that. And in ES6 module there are arrow functions, function parameters and arguments. Parameters means we will pass it after function declaration, and there are different types of parameters. Default parameters, you can provide default values to the parameters using this type of parameters. um, Functions can return a value using the return statement. If return statement is not specified, then also function returns some value. The returns undefined, so not value. returns something undefined. And there are higher order functions that accepts other functions as arguments, returns a functions. Then these are called higher order functions. So now this is example, and now let's move into another concept, variables. There are three types of variables in JavaScript: var, let, const. Var means declares a function scoped or globally scoped variable, and let variable declares a block scoped variable introduced in ES6 module, and const declares a block scoped variable with a constant value. It cannot be reassigned. So here we take var x is equals to 10, let y equals to 20, const z is equals to 30. That cannot be changed after initialization. Now see the differences between var, let, const. Var means function scoped, can be redeclared and reassigned. So let means block scoped, cannot be redeclared within the same block and cannot be reassigned. Const means block scoped. So we see that cannot be reassigned. Here we take an example. So it will, if we assign a value of a is equals to 10, and now we print, it will returns, and it will print 10. I see some constant variables. Now we see importance of modules in modern JavaScript. Modules are a key feature in modern JavaScript introduced with ES6. They allow developers to break code into smaller, reusable, and maintainable pieces. And the main key benefits of modules in JavaScript are code organization, breaks complex code into smaller files, and reusability, shares functions, objects, and classes between the files. Maintainability, easier to debug and maintain modular code. Encapsulation, dependency management, and some other native browser support. It will be using in ES6 modules. ES6 modules use the import and export keywords to share and use code between files. And there are steps to use ES6 module. Export, mark the code you want to share with the export keyword. Import, use the import keyword in other file to use the exported code. So for example, create a module file. This file defines and exports functions: math utils.js export function, add of a comma b written a plus b, export function. These will exports and import. The file imports the exported functions and constants. Main.js import add subtract pi from mathutils.js. This will import all the values that are exported from another file. Default export. We can also have a default export if a module exports only one thing. Here is example. Thank you.